I have to say the best form of passive income for me has been when I was at work. I was physically in the office and I was just about to get on a meeting. I checked my phone, just checking emails, whatever, right before a meeting. And I'd earned a $900 sale while I was at work. Now, this $900 sale equates to a $900 commission or profit. 100% of that sale goes into my pocket. And if that doesn't define the ultimate definition of passive income, I don't know what is. And what makes it even better is when I go to work now, going to work is a little sweeter because I know that even though I'm at my workplace, even though I'm working my job, I know that I have my business working in the background. So I'm going to go over 5 steps today on what you must set up if you're looking to get passive income in 2020. My name is Kim, 52 years old, 5 kids, 2 stepkids, 3 kids still in college. Needless to say, life is pretty busy, but we have so much fun. Another story, another time. But my goal was to help pay for my kids' college. But how do you do that nowadays? How do you pay for college as well as save for your retirement? How do you do anything as well as save for your retirement, right? So that was a dilemma that I came across in the beginning of this year. Working full time, having kids, even though they're in college right now, they still need stuff, right? They still contact me in the middle of the day because they need this or that or money, right? That never stops. But my biggest concern about starting an online business was, will I have time to actually devote to the business? Now, the hardest part of having an online business or having a home business is being consistent, right? It's not even the work itself, it's just being consistent. Because as a parent, your mind is in 1,000 different directions, right? Even when you're at work or whatever, it's always at a constant, you're just thinking about what you need to do, right? So my biggest concern was, will I have time? And if you're in that position and you're looking to start a business so you can earn passive income in 2025, I'm here to tell you and to ease your mind that you can definitely start a business. And the reason why I love an online business is, unlike a job where you have to sit at your desk for 8 hours a day, you can work your online business in the pockets throughout your day. So you don't have to come home and commit to, 4 hours of sitting at your desk. When I got started online, I don't know, to over 10 years ago, I would go to work, get the kids ready, you know, get them ready for bed, whatever, put them to bed, get in my office, sit in my office for like 4 hours and just have no idea what to do. And I'm here to tell you, you do not have to work your business 4 hours a day. If you can commit to anywhere from 1 to 2 hours a day, and again, you can do this throughout the pockets of your day, you can have a successful and profitable business. I don't care if you're working full time, you have a full-time job, part-time job, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to go through these 5 steps and what you need in place in order to get this all set up. So if you are working a job or you've ever worked a job, did you know exactly the details of your job on day one? Of course you didn't, right? It took you time. It could have taken, maybe it took you months to be able to learn your job, maybe even years, right? So if you're looking to start something online, a new business, anything new for that matter, right? You're not going to know everything on day one. So you have to commit to learning new skills. And you have to be okay with not knowing everything the first day, right? Because what I know, when I started online years ago, I felt like I would have to watch training after training after training, month after month after month. And the problem with that is you're too busy learning instead of implementing what you learned. because when you implement what you learned, that's when you start to make sales. And there's nothing wrong with learning a simple concept, implementing what you learn, and just getting started, because you learn a lot more by getting started and realizing what you messed up than just sitting in front of a computer and just learning. So understand that when you get started in this, there's going to be a lot of learning. And you know what? Your first pieces of content, whatever they be, a video or whatever, it's not going to be perfect. And the best part, what I love most about being online, you don't have to be perfect. Look at me. Look at this background, right? This background is just not ideal, but we roll with it because we work with what we have, right? The editing on this video is not going to be perfect. In fact, I don't even know if I'm going to edit any part of this video. But the most important thing is I'm getting this content out to you because it is my goal to help you. It is my goal to help you succeed in whatever you want to succeed in. So, number one, you have to learn skills, you have to be coachable, and you have to follow a process. You have to follow a process that has already been proven by 6 and 7 figure earners. And, in any business, do people make money their first couple days? Yes, they do. Do people, for some people, does it take a couple months before they make money? Yes. Everyone's different. People are going to show up differently. If this is a business for you and you're going to commit 1,000% because you don't want to work your job anymore, then this is going to be a priority. And you're going to work differently than someone else that is just trying to make a couple bucks a month, right? You're going to show up differently. And people sometimes don't have that in mind because, let's face it, if someone has, 20 hours a week to work this business and then someone else has 5 hours a week, you can't compare the two, right? And the number one, you have to commit. You have to commit to learning new skill. You have to be coachable, and you have to learn to follow the process. Number two is, what do you want to sell? Because obviously, if you're looking to make any kind of passive income in 2025, you have to sell something. It could be a product, it can be a course, it can be fitness classes or training classes, coaching, one-on-one. Anyway, there's a whole host of things that you can sell. And if you have absolutely no idea what you want to sell, no problem, I got you. And in what you're selling, you have to commit and be prepared to talk about the area around the product that you're selling. So, for example, let's just say you're selling a weight loss product, then you have to be prepared to create content around weight loss. So you have to be somewhat passionate about the product that you're selling and the concepts around the product that you're selling, because you're going to be talking about it a heck of a lot. 2 reasons why businesses just close, right? Number one, lack of customers. And number 2, spending more than what they're making. If you're looking to have an online business, you want to keep your expenses very low. And what blows people's mind is when I tell them that you can literally have a business with 0 expenses, at least for what I'm doing. 0 monthly expenses. Actually, I take that back. I actually spend $3 a month on a professional email. An email that doesn't go to like Gmail or Yahoo. $3 a month. That is my monthly expenses. And a lot of people think that in order to get started, you have to pay for marketing. You don't have to do that, which I love. You can if you want to. It's out there. But I never had success with paid marketing. So if you're looking for that, I am not your person at all. Um, Tried it, didn't work out so well for me. But so what we do instead is we use social media. Why do we use social media? Because it's free. And depending on the platform that you choose, they will literally do the promoting for you so you don't have to. They will, once they get an idea of what your content is about, they're actually going to show your content to your perfect customer, to your perfect audience. And when they do this, not only will your audience build, but you're also going to start to sell more product. Now, a lot of people have concerns, right? Because when you get started online, you have zero following. Well, in order to build that following, you have to get on social media. And you can choose from, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Obviously, you're watching this video on YouTube. So this is what I choose. But just because I choose YouTube doesn't mean that you have to. With YouTube, you have to create this long form content, right? But with a platform like TikTok, all you have to do is shoot, 60 to 90-second videos and you're done. So depending on what you feel most comfortable with, definitely go with what makes sense for you because it all works, right? You just have to have the training to teach you how to make it work. So in our community, and then obviously something that I recommend that if you decided to, you pick your product, you want to promote it. If you need training, make sure you pick training that's going to teach you how to market on all the different platforms, which our community does. So what that means is maybe you're like, you know what, YouTube makes sense for me. And you do a couple videos and then you realize, I am just not feeling this YouTube. And you know what? Personally, I did that with Instagram. I started posting on Instagram and I'm like, I'm just not feeling it. It just doesn't feel right for me. Does Instagram work and can it make you passive income? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's just not for me. It's not what I feel comfortable doing. So you have to feel comfortable in what you're doing. But anyway, sorry, go off on a tangent. So what you want to do ideally is get involved with a program that's going to teach you how to market on every single platform in the event that you change your mind of what platform you want to promote on. So for example, say you get started with YouTube, you buy a separate, a course on YouTube, right? You're going to spend $500 on a course on YouTube. You're going to learn how to do YouTube. You're going to start YouTube. You decide that you don't like it. It's not for you. And you want to start promoting on TikTok. What are you going to have to do? You're going to have to buy another $500 course on TikTok, right? You don't have to do that any longer. Or at least in my community, we teach how to market on every single platform. And then we show you, things to think about so you can definitely choose the right platform that works for you. Because the last thing I want you to do is waste time with this business stuff, right? Because your time is precious enough. If you're anything like me, your family is the most important thing, especially as you get older, because you realize, you know what? My time on earth is kind of running out, right? So you want to be able to spend that time with family. And my goal for you is to not have to, spend every waking hour working your business, because I know that you have other things that you want to do. So I have to share something with you. Speaking of YouTube, one of the reasons why I love YouTube is the content is evergreen. So what that means is the content, no matter how old your videos are, YouTube's going to keep pushing out your content. For example, I recently made a sale from a video that I did 4 years ago, literally during the pandemic. That is the power of social media, because they're going to keep pushing your content out for you for free, which I absolutely love. So the two goals with your social media platform is number one, you want to connect with your perfect customer, which again, social media is going to push out your content to your perfect audience. And then second is you want to convert the strangers to buyers, which again is what I love, because the last thing you want is have a business where you have to, you know, reach out to your friends and family, convince them to buy, or cold DM people or cold call people, right? You don't want to do that because it's very, very time consuming. And it just doesn't make sense to do it nowadays because, again, you have social media that wants to promote your stuff for you for free. So you have your social media platform picked out. So how do you actually sell, right? So what you want to do, you picked your social media platform, we'll just say YouTube. And then what you want to do is learn a little bit about the platform, right? You can't just start creating content because there's actually a skill set to be able to create content in such a way that converts strangers into buyers, right? So you need to learn that skill set. And you also need to learn a little bit about the platform, how the platform works. So what we teach you is how to create content that sells. Again, how to create videos if you're doing YouTube, how to create videos that convert strangers into buyers. And the way that you do that is by creating content that makes an impact. You want to create content that actually helps people. So, what I did in the beginning, I got involved in a network marketing company. And of course, I'm excited. I'm going to make all this money, right? Which, of course, never happened. So I got my link that the company gave me, and I started posting it on Facebook. I was like, "Hey, join my business. This is so cool." And I was expecting a rush of people to come to, to just sign up, right? Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Marketing doesn't work like that. You can't just put out your link and just expect people to buy. And what I learned over the years is people don't buy products, they buy from people that they know, like, and trust. So, like, if you give so much value in your content, meaning if you actually help people in your content, no matter what you're selling, if people like you and like what you have to say and agree with you and all that good stuff, they're going to buy from you. And the cool thing is, it doesn't matter what you're selling because you sold them on you. And it's people don't realize this. And unfortunately, companies that have products for sale don't teach this. But if you can give so much value to someone for free and they like what you have to say, the chances of them buying from you is huge, right? So for example, let's just say we're selling a weight loss product and say it's like a shake or something, a weight loss shake. And if what I would do is start to create content on how to lose weight, how to lose weight when you're over 50, which which is um a problem for a lot of people, me included. But it is. If so what you can do is create content around that topic and share what worked for you, right? Share the products that maybe you took vitamin B or something. Maybe that helped or maybe you took another vitamin because it helped with your appetite, or maybe you ate an apple a day and that just made the difference in the world. It gave you all the energy you needed to be able to exercise. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up, but you get the idea, right? So it's like, if I had this YouTube channel and all I talked about was join my business, join my business, join my business, chances are you're not going to subscribe, because videos like that is very self-serving. And when people see self-serving content, they're not going to buy, and they're certainly not going to subscribe to your channel, right? But if you have, 20 videos on your YouTube channel or TikTok or Instagram that talk all about weight loss and how to lose weight when you're over 50, or how to lose weight when you just had a baby, or, something like that. If you are literally giving people tips that actually help them, they'll become a subscriber, right? Or they'll follow you. And that's the key to building an audience online. And that's how people go from zero to, thousands of followers, just by giving content, just by showing up, right? Now, what's really cool is you don't have to necessarily give tips in every single video. And what I mean by this is, if people can leave your content different than how they came, then you've impacted them. So, for example, maybe you didn't talk about any kind of tips at all, but you created a video that just made people laugh. Because you made them laugh, because for 5 minutes, they forgot about all the BS that was happening around them. That's value too. So I don't want you to think that, like, you have to be this perfect person, give tips and, whatever. You can also create content that makes people laugh, makes people cry, and sharing stories. And I have to get better at this. If you really want to impact people, share about your personal life, right? Like for myself, in the beginning, I said, I'm 52 years old. I'm not perfect. And I want to help you. I've kids in college, I want to retire. And because I'm saying all that, people are going to be like, wow, that makes sense. Wow, I have kids. I want to retire. That's going to kind of like lean people in. And, people want to know you, right? So it's very important for you to share stories. So number 5, last but not least, when you're creating content and the viewer goes to the end of your video or post or whatever that they're watching, you have to do what's called a CTA. It's a call to action. You have to tell the viewer what to do next, because if you don't, chances are the viewer's not going to do anything. And what happens too often is people create this great content, and then people are like, oh, wow, that was such a good video. That's awesome. Yeah. And then they just go away. They just leave the video and that's it. Now, the cool thing about social media is once someone watches your video, chances are the social media platform that you're promoting on is going to show them another piece of content the next time they log in, they go to the platform, which is so, I just love social media because it's free and it's consistently pushing your content out to your perfect person, your perfect buyer. And it's pretty cool. But you don't want people to leave, right? You want to give them something else to do. And ideally, what you want to do is give them something for free even more. So, for example, if you go to my website, which is in the description below, you're going to get a PDF of how to earn 10K in 30 days. I think it's 30 days. I don't know. I can't remember. Sorry. And what I also have is how you can literally get started having an online business with zero money. So I have that PDF as well, where you can go to get affiliate products and stuff like that. So if you're interested in that, go to my website in the description below, or you can go to workwithkimryan.com and I'll send you the step-by-step blueprint. But of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. Definitely leave comments if you have any questions, anything, maybe I need to make more clear in the videos. Just let me know in the comments. But if you want to learn how you can have your own digital online business where the entire world is your customer, as well as give you all the training on all social media platforms, how to convert strangers into buyers, build your audience, then I invite you to work with me. I meet with everyone once a week, not individually, because that would just be, I mean, I don't know, that would be a lot. That would be more hours in a week than, yeah, can't do that. But yeah, so I do group coaching, as well as you're going to get training and mentorship from 6 and 7 figure earners, and you're going to learn how to automate your business, right? You're going to be able to learn how to set up a system so the system's working for you 24/7, even though you're only working a couple hours a day, right? And we'll show you, how to how to um, what your day looks like, all that good stuff, to give you the confidence that you can do this, right? So if you want mentorship by me, by 6 7 figure earners, definitely click on the link below this video, put in your email address. And what's cool is you're actually going to see the automation work when you do this, and you're going to be completely blown away. But if you want more information, you can check out this video that's popping up here, just to get more of an idea of, the digital marketing business that we're involved in. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.